Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Taste of Ellsworth, hosted by the Heart of Ellsworth and sponsored by Machias Savings Bank. Today we're at Provender Kitchen and Bar, where we're going to be getting the ultimate dining experience. So let's get started. So I'm here with Darren, the owner of Provender. He is an actual chef, unlike myself, because I just YouTube stuff to cook and try it. So Darren, before we get into the actual restaurant of Provender, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I moved to the Ellsworth area probably about 5-6 years ago. We lived in the Portland area for another 4 years. Prior to that, I grew up in Boston. Most of my experiences in the Boston restaurant scene. And I've just spent some time in California, Florida. Now here we are in Ellsworth. Go figure.
You're actually trained chef. You're not just like me, picked it up off of YouTube.
Yeah, I graduated culinary school. It seems like forever ago, but I was there, And then I was lucky enough to work with some great, James Beard award-winning chefs. Worked with in some major food cities, doing some great food.
So what is your preferential style for cooking? More like East Coast, West Coast. Obviously, you spent more time on the East Coast, I'm assuming, because you're from this area.
Yeah.
And there's definitely influences.
There is, and I think just coming up in some of the places that I worked at, and some of the big hotels, was a lot of like French influenced. A lot of butter, a lot of sauce, a lot of cream. So I still use those techniques today. And then kind of throw in what I call like elevated American cuisine, so it kind of allows me to really do anything, whether it's Asian or French techniques. So I kind of put a lot of that stuff together, local stuff.
Right. So for Provender specifically, what made you decide to open up Provender?
Oh man, the building was presented to us 4.5 years ago, and when someone first said, "Hey, you guys should open a restaurant here. You have your wife in front of the house. Yeah, you have a great team." I was like, "I don't know. We had a lot going on, kids, new house," and I was like, "I don't know. We'll see." And then it kind of came up in conversation again, and I said, "All right." I talked to Joy about it. I said, "Okay, let's do it." And it's something we've been in the industry forever. Our whole lives. Joy and I. So it kind of just seems like the right timing, and it was always something we wanted to do. So this was just a great opportunity. The building was perfect for us.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking for it, and you guys will probably see it in the video once she does the cutovers to it. But when you walk in, you can automatically feel this is a great place to eat because of the lighting. The tables are also, which I was talking about earlier, and he was saying that he also reupholstered. I mean, he kept a lot of the original, but you just wanted to modernize it, is what he was saying. And I think that's fantastic. I like the backdrop you got for Provender, the actual like sheet metal-ish look.
Yeah, then we scruffed it up, by hand with like some steel wool and give it that rough look a little bit. And when we created Provender, one of the biggest things we wanted to do in this community was, making sure that anybody come and eat here. I call it like, I say it all the time, but I'll say it again. Lawyers to lobstermen. Anybody can come here and eat. You can have a fine dining experience in one booth, and someone's having the best burger in down East Main next to you, having their own fine dining experience.
Right.
And not in a really stuffy atmosphere. It's very, it's casual, but at the same time, it's all in the eye of the consumer. Whatever value you want to put on that on your night, you can have here.
So now we know what you are bringing to Ellsworth.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the favorites that you get here?
Oh man, I mean that's kind of like asking what's your favorite son, But I'll give you the most popular at the time.
There we go.
All right, so definitely the burger.
The burger.
We run down these best burger 2018, 2019, or 19 to 20. I don't know, something like 3 years running, something like that.
He's that good.
So if you come to Provender, you definitely have to at least try the burger, and then you kind of make your way through the regular menu.
Right.
And I think the Brussels sprouts, I think we might do a little later as well. We got to try those. We changed the accompaniments up with them pretty seasonally, but it doesn't matter what we put with them; they fly out of here. And then the last item, which is kind of a relatively new item, when we came back from break, we took like a week off during the pandemic. We came back in January. So instead of just reopening in January, we came under a whole new concept. We came out as an Italian restaurant, all Italian menu. We figured it was fun, it'd be something different for the community to do, and why not? I mean, we're in the middle of pandemic.
Right.
You know, like what else can go wrong? You know, if people don't like it, oh well, we'll switch back. You know, but it was awesome. People loved it, and so we came up with these 2 other dishes. They got this garlic bread and the chicken parm, and they were so popular. They're still on the menu now because it would be like an uprising if they weren't on the menu. So
rebellions.
Yes, you know, so they're gonna stick around a little while longer. But you know, also we have 16-ounce bone-in prime sirloins and Wagyu ribeye, and you know, halibut off the boat. So like I said before, it's like you can find anybody can find anything to eat here.
I think it's awesome. Sure. So like, what influences what goes on your menu? Like I don't know if this really pertains to this, but that's just something I'm interested in.
I think, you know, you always have to think seasonally. You know, whatever's fresh, whatever's around. That's kind of like how we base the menus. We kind of just play off that, and whatever different kind of cooking techniques, whether kind of just make its way to the menu. But definitely whatever's in season.
Right.
It's really the only way to do it.
So is there like a specific way to determine that? Because I don't know. Like I said, I'm the guy who just
like spring right now, there's a lot of like English peas, asparagus, greens, and lettuces.
So your vegetable and produce is your primary driver for food selection?
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then we kind of rifle through some different proteins. You know, honestly, it changes seasonally or when I get bored.
When you get bored. You want to try something new?
Yeah, exactly. So if we're gonna do, you know, we've had duck on the menu for so long, like, let's not do any more duck. You know, let's bring on, now we have like lamb saddle. We'll do lamb for a little while. And then like the summer menu, I know I'm already thinking of maybe some like octopus for an appetizer or some tuna or something light. So honestly, if you come here now, in 3 weeks, you might not be able to get it again. It's that quick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I really think that's awesome. And figuring out how to, I guess, like art. You got to figure out what pieces together very well, because if you do something that's super heavy, it's probably not going to mesh well with something that's super light.
Yeah, you never know. Like sometimes I think what's going to be a great popular dish, and we're going to kill it. We're going to sell millions of these things. It doesn't move, you know. But then something else does, you know. So, and then we'll give it to that dish. You know, we'll try something else, you know. So always being innovative, and you know, I think I feel that I have my finger on the pulse of the industry right now, so I can really, you know, maneuver pretty quickly to any kind of seasonal dish and put out something great. You know, it's got to be great. You know, if you want good, you can go to the next town over. But if you want great, you come to Provender.
That's a great segment. Yeah, it's good for business, good for people who enjoy
food,
which that's me.
Right.
So I have one more very important question.
Yes.
And it's for my selfish reasons. How do you keep from eating the food while you're cooking it? Because I find myself just I'm like, oh, this
once you've had like 5,000 French fries, you tend to back off a little bit, you know. But we battle through that every day because we have these truffle fries with like loaded up Parmesan cheese and truffle aioli, and you can't. Honestly, I think I have at least a couple French fries every single day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. Every time I'm cooking, I'm like, oh, it's not. It doesn't taste right. I need to have another spoonful.
Yeah.
Another spoonful. Let's just get it till it's perfect.
Yeah, we battle a lot of those problems.
All right, Chef, what we got?
So let's say what we did here. We did some Provender classics, and we did one or two of our seasonal dishes as well. First, obviously the PKB burger, which is 2 4-ounce patties, classic like American cheese, lettuce, house pickles, and then for like an umami factor, we added this porcini aioli on into it, and it really kind of brings it over the top. And then we added some truffle fries, which is a little bit of an upgrade from the regular fries you can get. So truffle aioli, Parmesan cheese, fiend herbs, a little bit of salt. Really an amazing burger, you know. And then for one of our seasonal dishes, we have some local duck egg. We made some toast points, some house-made duck prosciutto, and under that with some seasonal asparagus. And we took some sunchokes, we pureed them with some butter, some cream that we talked about earlier, and then we had some truffle oil in there as well. So the way for this dish, you kind of break the yolk, you mix in the bread, you get the almost actually like a spread. So I'm excited for you guys to try that.
Right.
Yeah, it's a really great dish. And then for the 2 classic dishes is the Brussels sprouts that we're doing. We're doing it with some preserved lemon, chili crisp. If no one's had chili crisp before, it's kind of like this little Asian condiment. It's spicy, but it's got a lot of flavor in it. And then we've had like a Szechuan condiment, which is a grains of paradise and Szechuan peppercorns that we put together. And then finally, we have the PKB garlic bread or the garlic bowl. So we stuff this garlic bread with ricotta, a little bit of mascarpone, some garlic seasonings. Then we dip the whole thing in butter, drench the whole thing for like 2 minutes. All right. Then we hit it with a little cheese. It goes in the oven for like 70 minutes. Comes out of the oven. Hit it with more cheese. Crisp it up one more time. We serve with some house marinara sauce and some micro basil. So we got the best of both worlds going on here. So you guys enjoy. And I'll check back with you guys in a little bit.
You sure you're not from the South?
Yeah.
Butter on butter.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
But
All right, and surprise, guess what? We're actually eating at a restaurant, which is kind of cool.
So excited.
Now, chef has made like this entire spread for us. He discussed it, which is going to be put in before this, and he told us to try the duck egg first, which we're going to do. I am not excited because this just adds to the experience of enjoying the local owned restaurants.
Being in the actual establishment, it just adds to the ambiance, especially here.
Yeah.
Like the lighting, everything is just, it creates this energy that you need to have when you eat. When you eat a meal like this, especially with how much like goes into it.
Yeah.
So
A lot of thought. Like we didn't have to tell him what we wanted. He brought it out and just
we didn't even
told us what we were
order.
gonna have.
He was like, all right, I'm gonna get to cooking. And I was
Yep.
like, okay.
This is the experience. So he said that for this we need to mix up the duck egg.
Yes, so you mix it up and then it ends up acting like a spread.
So maybe we
essentially.
take the bread out first.
Yeah. Here. Ooh, this is why we can't go to fancy restaurants.
Shoot.
Oh, and I know you guys can't smell it, but the smell, the aroma that comes from this table right now is just overwhelmingly amazing.
Don't mind me.
I also forgot that he's left-handed, so I'm going to be like getting elbowed constantly. I wonder if you're supposed to use a knife for this. If we were supposed to use a knife, I'm so sorry, Darren. In advance. Or do you just dip it? I don't know. I'm just going for it. I want
Ooh, you got that
one of everything.
prosciutto. Is that what you said it was? Prosciutto?
Yeah.
Prosciutto? This is exciting.
Oh my god.
The taste you're tasting with is called umami.
I know. Thank you.
Good job, chef. I didn't even have to add flaky salt.
It's creamy. Super creamy.
That's so good.
Which, when you first look at it, at least to me, I see an egg. So I don't really think that. And then when you actually mix it as the spread that he was talking about, like, that is just so
Try this
good.
asparagus. Try asparagus.
And the asparagus, it's not like soft. It's got the right amount of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not crunchy.
Can you say asparagus is al dente?
Is that the right term? Your asparagus is al dente.
Can you say asparagus is al dente? I'm going to be corrected in the comments.
Firm, right? Still
Yeah, it's like the firm.
Yeah, like
nice level of firmness.
it's a good level of firm. It's not crunchy. It's not too soft.
That is.
It holds its shape.
She stole my fork.
I did.
So we got the PKB burger, which is right here, which you talked about earlier, and the fries, the Gucci fries, I'm gonna call them.
Truffle fries.
Because they're truffle fries, and they add that
Gucci
umami.
fries.
The Gucci fries. And then we've also got the Brussels sprouts.
I'm excited for these. He was actually
I'm
hyping
gonna try
these
these
up.
first because French fries.
You do that. I'm gonna try the Brussels sprouts.
That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
That's a game changer. Ooh, love, and then you get a little bit of heat, like a delayed sense of heat in the back with these Brussels sprouts.
I'm distracted.
I know. I see that. Why don't you bring it closer to you?
Try it. Here, I got you. Quit stealing my fork, lady.
Ooh.
Gotta cleanse my palate with your water.
I'm just gonna. I feel like Brussels sprouts and French fries will never taste the same again. Like, Darren has opened up a new world. Like, he has leveled up the French fry and Brussels sprout game.
Oh, you do taste it.
Yeah, like it's delayed too. It's delayed, and then it's like heat that hits you in the back, but it's not overwhelming heat. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's very subtle.
And I like the texture. Again, it's not like people who like overcook their Brussels sprouts and they're all soggy, or you cook them in the microwave and they're still frozen. These are like perfectly done.
Al dente.
I feel like these aren't the correct way.
That's gonna be our word of the day for this video.
Al dente.
Al dente. Whether or not we're using that right.
Just to be determined.
You should just eat. You should just eat. You should just eat a spoonful.
I'm about to be corrected.
And really kind of
I'm be corrected.
see what's going on. And
Let's see.
So we're gonna try this spoonful of sauce that Darren brought out. Spoonful. You took a fork.
I don't have a spoon. You're amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's try this. Let's see.
At the same time?
Sure.
You said spoonful, but I don't know if that's too much. You took way less than me.
There's not sweet chili sauce.
It's definitely like an oil.
It is an oil.
Yeah. You were saying sweet chili sauce.
I thought it would
Like
be
a
like
dipping
sweet chili sauce, but like,
in all honesty, I could just eat spoonfuls of these.
yeah, there's good.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at that.
Okay, I'm making a mess. Troy can't take me anywhere.
That aioli?
Aioli?
Yeah. Taste it?
Yes.
That is good. Look, just try this by itself.
Oh, that aioli sauce.
I'm
Like,
gonna figure out what's in this.
he's still trying to figure out what's in that sauce. But I'm like swooning over how amazingly cooked this burger is.
yeah.
Oh man, cut into it, and it's stuffed, and they dip it in butter twice. Like, that is my dream. Butter and cheese. Oh my goodness, guys.
Here's this too.
Look at that perfection. Look. Look at that. Everything is so clean, too. You know, like you cut into it and it's not like...
It's blurry. You guys
Well,
can't
it's
see
because you
it.
gotta just look at it from here, but... Look at that. You didn't even dip it yet, did you?
I think it was funny because I thought he was saying like, I thought he was saying bowl, and just his like mass accent was coming out, but it's actually bowl. It's B-O-U-L-E.
Oh, bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought bowl too, like B-O-W-L.
No, it was B-O-U-L-E.
Oh, man, were we wrong?
Yep. Either way, it's amazing. It's delicious.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, thank you for watching again, and thank the Heart of Ellsworth and the Taste of Ellsworth event, along with Wichita Savings Bank, for allowing us to come out and eat this food. Darren has stepped up his game, stepped up my expectation of my wife's cooking and my own cooking because of how delicious this food is. And if you're in the Ellsworth area,
Darren, me. Sorry. Like, I just had to. He's expecting a lot out of me.
so if you're in the Ellsworth area any time of the year, you can't miss the Provender sign outside right here on Main Street. Any of the corresponding links to their website, social media, stuff like that will be in the description down below. Until then, you guys should like, subscribe, or do what you want, because I'm not your dad. Okay, bye.
Let's do one more.
So Chef has just spoiled us even further in this experience and brought up a coconut cornbread made with coconut gelato from Morton's Moo, another local business.